Welcome to another edition of my Madden 2017 franchise. It is week 10 and we are traveling to Washington to take on the Washington Redskins, who are currently 4-4. Let's take a look at some of their stats here real quickly. Kirk Cousins has 2,129 passing yards, 17 TDs, only 2 picks. Charles Sims is the leading running back for the Redskins, the current Tampa Bay Buccaneer in real life. Matt Jones is second in rushing. Receiving, Deshaun Jackson has 54 receptions for 662 yards and 4 touchdowns. Then you have Jordan Reed and Vernon Davis. Interesting combination at tight end. Ryan Grant, Pierre Garçon, and rookie Josh Doxson with 101 yards but 0 touchdowns. Let's go ahead and get this game started, and I will see you guys at the end of the game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Redskins coming in at 4-4, going up against the Vikings, who come in at 8-0. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we hit week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now it's a bootleg with Bradford. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And here is the Redskin defense.
Josh Norman was not a first-round pick when he entered the NFL, but he always thought he should be. Never lacked for confidence, and now he plays at a Pro Bowl level.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. Play action now. Bradford. And finding Pruitt. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Peterson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
When you have so many people rushing at you when you're trying to throw the ball, sometimes your eyes rise, try and go above the fray a little bit, try to get it to a receiver in the back of the end zone, and that's what he tried to do there. Just couldn't get his feet down.
Yeah, he caught it, but as you said, just couldn't stay in bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Bradford shreds the tackle. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Running for it, here's Peterson. He's normally a sure thing down here, but Peterson denied near the goal line. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for the big fullback, Tyler Klutz. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Green 39! Green 39! And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, the offensive line's been winning the battle at the point of attack throughout this game, but how about that stop by the defensive front? Maybe now they can gather themselves and start to change the momentum a little bit.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Cousins out to the left here to Reed. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now Bradford on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
From the red zone now, Bradford. Penalty marker is down here. And his throw here's incomplete.
Holding offense. Still 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Vikings are going to have it now, 1st and goal. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that and a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer because you can cover them totally downfield, but at the end, their athleticism actually allows them to uncover themselves and go over the top of you and make a play.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
2nd down, Cousins. His throw incomplete. Charles Sims, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Cousins from the gun on third. He's got time. And that is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So on 4th down, the Vikings will call on their punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. We get a glance at the Redskins defense as they go back out there now. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and out, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3 and out. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's McKinnon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Cuts back, left sideline. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. Bradford now to throw on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And Josh Norman breaking up a pass intended for OBJ. We've seen that battle before.
And I think these two get so amped up for each other because they consider the other one of the best. They've got a lot to prove in this game. Makes for a heck of a heated rivalry. And on that one, Josh Norman won the battle.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Josh Norman with a pick, he can be such a tone setter for a defense.
His confidence has grown from his first snaps in the NFL. Found his place.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here we go. Green 39.
A second down throw for Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Cousins. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Redskins are going to get a first down.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
A first down throw for Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A first-time Pro Bowler from a season ago, Anthony Barr. In there to sack him for a loss of 6. Cousins now on second down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So a touchdown apiece. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now they run with Sims. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Taking it about the 16. What a spin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Second down, Cousins. Caught right side, Davis. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, check, 4 down. Let's go.
Sims. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They run. Peterson gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A lot of times, as AP goes, so goes the team. He's done well. The team's done well.
And usually when he does that well, other people do in addition, because now you can open up other things in your offense. But the bottom line is he is option number 1, and that's usually their best option. Just absolutely can brutalize the defense. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Stays on his feet, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A 1st down throw for Bradford. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Second down, Bradford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, Cousins again. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Here we go. 3-19.
On third down, Cousins to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
To throw, Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
Blue 90.
Cousins from the gun on third. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Now this is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Cousins now to throw on first down. A dump off to Sims. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that fly, just sending a guy downfield with the after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll come out in the pistol. Cousins now on second down. And there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
3rd and goal for Cousins. Looking for his tight end Reed, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards, but after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Here's Bradford. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught by Treadwell. And he's brought down after a good game.